Yeah.
Yeah, while you're talking, you then hear like a kind of loud knocking on your door.
Of course. I will
Is there a peephole?
draw my dagger.
I don't think there would be a peephole.
Oh, I didn't get the wealthy room. I just got the comfortable one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will draw my dagger.
I will slowly open the door to answer it.
It's Dale.
Okay. I
Perfect.
relax and open the door the rest of the way.
Could you... There's an altercation outside. Could you help?
Yes.
Certainly.
Verily.
The guards are on their way, but I don't want the kid to hurt himself.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Shasta, stay here.
Sure. Yeah, I'll just I'll grab my rapier and my dagger, and I'll just head straight down.
Well, I feel like you were visiting me in my room, so I'm pretty sure you had your stuff on.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I will draw them and head out.
yeah, I'll head out too. I was still dressed. It's not like, welcome, traveler, in boxer briefs.
As you're sitting in your loincloth.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. And when you go outside, you look to your left, and it's like there's like kind of like there is some lighting on the street a little bit, either via torches or something similar. And you notice a light down the road, and you hear someone yelling. You see someone running past you, like obviously going for the town guard or something.
Okay.
I use my dash action.
Yeah. And you go that direction, and it's in front of Cherry's shop. And you see her standing out in the front of it, looking very much annoyed and angry. And a very much drunk-looking Oliver, one of the foremen, one of the people who had the pigs, with a bottle of probably alcohol or some sort, something that's probably fairly flammable, and a torch in his other hand. And the bottle has a rag in it.
Oh, we were talking about this earlier when I was like, hey,
Yes.
we should have some sort of fire thing. Oh, wait, we should stop him. Also, I'm still a little woozy from that drink I had earlier.
Yeah. And he's yelling stuff at her. One thing that catches your attention is he calls her a damn quarter.
Porter?
Yeah.
Quarter. Like a fourth of.
Oh. Okay. How close am I to her?
I would say you're about like 30 feet away from this at this point.
Okay. Are we in initiative, or can I just move?
You can move up.
Okay, I
Yeah,
move up and
I'll
I
move
use
up.
my if he does decide to attack, I'm gonna use my protection skill feat thing.
Yeah, he like kind of now just notices you, and he's like, "What do you want?"
What are you doing with a Molotov cocktail?
Just knows what that is.
Justice.
This doesn't look like justice.
This looks like racist.
How else would Cedric be able to break into Philip's house and shop?
You think?
Very drunk at this point.
Your logic is
I
that
net
this
him.
woman who creates the weapons for the towns.
Well, I guess I
somehow
don't net
needed
him now,
a
but
grave digger in order to kill Philip.
Yeah.
I think it's best you just drink the bottle and GTFO.
Yeah, your invitation doesn't work, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
so does he go for the attack? Because that might have provoked him.
Yeah, he like starts leaning, and it's something you probably shouldn't do. He's like tipping the bottle slightly and like reaching over very clunkily and sloppily, like with the entire torch towards the bottle.
No, you light the thing and then you put it in, whatever.
He's probably gonna hurt himself.
You know, my protection doesn't can't like stop him from hurting himself. So,
You can. What I'm saying is, you can do something.
I Captain America my shield into the bottle.
Okay.
I mean, that's an actual class. It's a brawler class, which is a mixture between a fighter and a monk.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, I just want to break it. I'm not trying to actually do anything fancy.
Roll.
You break his hand.
Well, I think it's strength because I'm throwing it.
Yeah. In this case, we'll say strength.
I'll just roll. It's not a saving throw, right?
Yeah, it's not a saving throw. This is just like it's an attack technically.
Woof.
Yeah,
you did break his hand.
Yeah, you break his hand in the thing, which is probably a good thing.
Well, I break the bottle, and then the bottle happens to damage his hand, I guess, because...
Yeah, it kind of gets like glass in his hand. He does that. Like he can't see me. He shakes his left hand because there's like now glass shards in it, and he like drops the torch and trying to do that.
No, my shield's on fire.
It's like catching some of the vodka, like the booze on the ground a little bit on fire, but isn't like going to burn him or anything.
At least your shield's not made of wood.
Mm-hmm.
Are they not made of wood?
You can have a steel shield, I believe, or a metal shield.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it'll actually burn it, even if it was wooden. I'm just...
Yeah, it wouldn't be like, and now your shield's on fire, because it would take a little bit.
Yeah, I go over and pick up my shield, because he's obviously not going to be doing anything now.
Yeah.
I take an entire minute to strap it back to my arm.
Yeah, now you got a drunk guy who's kind of racist, like most people are to quarterlings. And he flat out called her a quarterling, and she didn't deny it.
Well, I mean, okay.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Power to the half races.
Yeah.
All hail.
Basically, from what you see from like Dale's frowning look at the whole scenario, is what ends up happening, especially with a lot of small towns, is yes, they're a quarterling, but they're our damn quarterling.
Yeah.
The other ones aren't fine, but since they're ours, they're obviously the good ones of the group.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you should go see a healer, sober up, and get that hand stitched.
He kind of like stumbles off, having forgotten what he was there for in the first place.
I will turn to our Rosie, is it?
Cherry.
Why did I don't know. And I'll be like,
they're both plants.
Well, apologies. Yeah, apologies for that. Out of curiosity, do you happen? Is this something that happens often to you?
Not around here, as long as we don't tell too many passersby. I've lived here long enough. They've warmed up to me.
It must be difficult to find a place that's so accepting of us.
Yeah, it's always hard.
Say what now?
I'll be like,
as she like looks at you to see if you're lying.
Completely straight face, honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always hard. Some of the towns are better, some of them are worse. You're always gonna have people like that.
Yeah. Boys will be boys, but I know that you can defend yourself if needed, but you shouldn't have to, especially against, well, someone who, should know by now.
Yeah, luckily he was drunk enough I caught him trying to sneak in.
What was he doing? Was he trying to steal from you?
Looked like he was going to plan to burn down the shop.
I
She
don't
just
understand.
shakes her head. Normally isn't this bad, but I guess with what happened to Philip and everything.
Well, there's some strange things moving around in town. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, but this is not your fault. Although you need not worry about any strange things in the forest. been confirmed to be people.
That's good to know.
Just like you thought.
Well, I'm gonna lock back up again.
Sounds good. I'll let her get back to her. Yeah, get back to her day.
Yeah, it's like nighttime.
Yeah,
right
we
now.
fast forwarded. Yeah. I hope the rest of your night's uneventful.
Yeah. A little bit later, the town's guards show up and, promptly being pointed by Dale, go after Oliver.
All right.
Probably.
These two Outlanders did your job for you. No.
It isn't said, but Dale kind of gives like a look.
Wait. Oh, no, now that they know who I am?
Not
what I
the
said.
Guards.
Yeah, he gives him a look like, these guys did your job for you. What took so long?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Because again, like, it's basically... You have to understand, like, the town guard here are basically few in number, because they have to rely generally on, a lot of times, the house and their guards that they send out to keep the peace.
Quiet town, they're not used to having to react so quickly.
Yeah.
And they have their priorities, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if you want to go back to sleep, you can go back to sleep.
Yeah, let's do.
And as you're walking back to the inn, can you both make me a perception check?
Oh boy. Well, my passive's 13, if that means anything.
No, make a perception check roll.
Well, I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Since in this case, I would assume you'd be, like, looking
actually
about
paying attention,
before you went in. Yeah.
I may have been sobered up after seeing the drunk guy with the Molotov cocktail.
As you're heading back to the hotel, you like look up and you barely catch the end of movement of like someone closing a curtain on the upper floor.
We're being watched.
By his royal high ass, most likely.
Yeah, I can't tell the room is from out here.
No, but no, I got my suspicions.
Well, I mean, he was on the top floor.
Dale lets you back in, and
we go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, shoot, I don't have to pay for hotel room no more.
Why?
Because I'm moving into the graveyard.
Oh, you're taking over the shack.
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to go over well.
Well, I'm going to talk to Dale in the morning about it.
Okay. I don't think this is going to go so well. I don't think you're going to get the hut, buddy.
I know. I'm going to try, though.
Why would you want a hut? This place is amazing compared to huts.
Well, yeah, but then I get to own all this land, watch over everything I see.
A graveyard.
Yep.
I get to watch the dead rise on the day of... Oh, wait, what?
Sit there with my myrtleizer shovel. Boy, you better start talking right to me. I got plenty of holes in the ground to fill.
I have a quota.
I made a deal with death himself. If I don't dig another grave tonight...
Boy, these daisies ain't gonna push themselves.
Oh.
Alright.
The night passes uneventfully.
Other than what already happened, of course.
Yeah, other than what already happened.
Alright. So all damage is healed, even though I don't think we took any damage this last day. Yeah.
Not physically.
Yeah.
I don't know. My intelligence may have gone down from that encounter. No.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do with the new day?
I
Well,
wanted to go out.
I'm gonna start.
Oh, right. You wanted to figure out about the hut first.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Dale if he knows who the new gravedigger's gonna be.
Uh, we'll probably see if someone here can do it, since they live here and it'll be easier.
Oh, I'd be willing to fill in for a time if needed.
You should probably talk to Gregory. Runs a lot of the, any gestures to do like the whole bureaucratic gesture thing. Make
Yeah.
sure everything's nice and running.
I
Yeah,
can do that.
there are 2 new graves that do need to be dug.
I don't laugh at that.
And any points you, well, he tells you the directions basically.
Yeah, well, yeah, I didn't. I also didn't say that to him. That was just me commenting on the situation.
Yeah, but he's basically telling you where
Yeah.
Gregory is.
Perfect. All right. Well, Josh, what did you want to do?
Well, as soon as you get this figured out, I wanted to see if we could find other people that were involved with trying to scare the townsfolk with the
Yeah, that's
rumors
fair.
of the beast.
Okay. Yeah, I will. I'll go walk over to find Gregory.
I guess I should just investigate while you're doing that because I'm really not interested in that.
Okay.
All right, you're heading that way. Josh, could you make me a perception check?
Perception or investigation? Or is
this time perception.
Okay, so it's not
For-
canceled.
This
There we
is-
go.
Yeah, this is not to deal with your investigation.
Okay.
This is to deal with noticing something.
Well, for once, my half-elven eyes do not see.
Not see. Yeah, so you don't notice this person until they're literally in the town, and they basically collapse.
I rush over to help.
He's like panting. He has kind of like the outfit you would expect from like a messenger, someone that you would send.
Dragonborn, I have a message for you.
No, he does not do that. He has the colors of basically the royals, the mountain guard, the ones
Okay.
who keeps the castle.
Okay. I call for the town's guard as soon as I see that, but then I try to help the man.
And he gets up. I need to speak to the one in charge immediately.
Okay, I've called for the. He wants to talk to the mayor, basically.
Oh, okay.
So I start walking him in that general direction, slowly and carefully.
Yeah, the town. You quickly call over the town guard, and they're
Yeah.
willing to lead him there if you want to continue on your investigation.
Yeah, let's see. I know that Tulio went that way, so yeah, I'll go back to investigating.
Okay. So, what did you want to specifically investigate?
Find leads on. Why is this X button not working? There it goes. Oh no, that didn't do it either. That's weird. See if just try to figure out if anyone else in town might be connected through just talk to people.
Okay, just make me a flat investigation check then.
Okay. Contrary to my backstory, I talk well to people, apparently.
Yeah, you talk well when you're investigating a murder.
Yeah,
Uh,
I guess I have a purpose then. That makes
yeah,
sense.
so you're seeing if like anyone else knew about the alchemist that Cedric was talking about.
Yeah.
No one really knows who they are. They've heard of various alchemists and caravans. They mention Cedric only became obsessed with it after they said the guy like looked strange, had like a strange robe.
Hmm.
And then
Didn't
they
see his
describe
face.
it. Huh?
Didn't see his face.
Didn't see his face. They describe it. They said it had like a strange like line pattern on it, and they kind of make it out. It reminds you a lot of the tattoo you saw on the one guy.
Hmm. Spiderweb cloak.
And they mentioned how they saw him a couple times after Cedric's wife died. some of the older townsfolk.
Okay.
And then after that, they were kind of glad because Cedric kind of pepped up a little bit.
Okay.
But then they also commented that, he seemed to be taking things slower. It took him longer to, make sure the gravestone was ready and everything after the body, set the grave and everything
Right.
so the family could visit properly.
But he took longer with Graves.
Yeah, you assume this is probably around the same time after what, Tullio
I
told
put
you.
my bubble pipe to my lips and I blow some bubbles out of it as I
Yeah,
adjust my detective's hat that has two bills for no reason.
basically. The things seem correlated.
Hmm. But no leads I can follow up immediately.
Yeah, no leads that you can follow up immediately.
Okay, I head to meet up with Tullio, assuming that he's still at the mayor's place.
And we will segue.
Smash
Uh,
cut.
yeah. As you're approaching, how quickly are you heading to the mayor's house?
Me?
Yeah.
Casual stroll.
Yeah. Very quickly, some guards and a guy who's trying to run. It's kind of a jog at this point because he's really freaking tired.
Mm-hmm.
Pass by and you see he has a different garb than they do. And the guards are like, out of the way, royal business, royal business. Just trying to get people out of the street so that they can get them quicker.
All right. I won't argue.
And he heads straight for there. You can follow quickly behind them if you'd like.
Oh yeah. I'll try.
They're not really paying attention, so
So that succeeds then?
yeah.
Yeah. They go by and I disappear in their wake. Okay.
Yeah, the guy rushes into the mayor's house. You see, like, there's a secretary who's kind of sputtering.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you kind of go into the little reception area.
Yeah.
The mayor comes out,
Oh my.
and he's like, "My good mountain guard, what is it? Why haven't you?" And then the mountain guard turns furiously on him. Why haven't you responded to any of the messages and messengers we've sent? What messengers?
Yep.
And you see the messenger look at him, and it's the kind of look that you're like, God, shit.
Great, don't kill me, please.
You've received no messengers. None. What was the last you've heard about the investigation into the livestock thefts? That people had asked the royals and there was no response? We've sent one of the princes, Rivis, to investigate, and he has been investigating. Came here to warn you that unfortunately some of the members of House Mossmore got into, and he tries to look for the right word to try to be kind of nice about it.
Mm-hmm.
Frenzy, as it were, in looking for the beast, or as they've been calling it, a dragon in the woods. Came to inform you that you might want to be wary of any spread if it had gotten here. We've managed to somewhat contain it. Crazy bastards managed to burn almost a third of their forest.
All right.
Basically, theirs is a lot thicker, and it's basically a moor-like area, so it isn't like normal thick, oak trees.
Okay, so it's a different forest.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I.
but they're like directly north of Sea Vale, so the concern is like
They might be coming down,
changing.
and yeah.
Yeah, as he's saying, they've kind of got it contained right now.
So there's a
Yeah,
mini
but
war
their
breaking out.
BFD isn't very big.
Mhm.
Yeah, their volunteer fire department isn't up there yet.
Well, you see, the count's not part of it anymore.
Mm-hmm. I'm just eavesdropping the whole time on this, so.
Yeah.
Are you getting a reference, Michael?
No.
Series of unfortunate events.
Series of unfortunate events.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I watched it recently, so.
It's
It's
good.
been a while since I've seen it.
Oh, I was talking about the Netflix series.
Oh, I have not seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Though,
Neil Patrick Harris is Count Olaf.
yes, it's really good. It's still not as good as the books, but the books are their own thing. So
Yeah.
the books are a marvel of books.
Yeah. So yeah.
And okay, so Dragon Fire issue up north that they've been afraid of spreading down. Royal Prince, who's been sent down to this area to investigate.
He was investigating what was happening. They sent messengers to inform Sea Vale that the royals were doing something. And then a lot of the Mosmore people, instead of just saying a beast, claimed that there was a dragon in the woods and proceeded in a frenzy trying to get the dragon out, lit the forest on fire.
What a bunch of drunks.
As you do. And now the Mountain Guard are trying to contain it, and they've been wondering why Sea Vale hasn't sent any responses.
Those darn bandits.
So, yeah, maybe something happened to the other messages and messengers. Who knows?
Wait, did I kill the messengers? Oh, shit!
No, we killed the
those
bandits that
guys.
were killing the messengers.
Yeah.
That's my assumption, anyways.
Interesting. Well, I'll keep that theory to myself because I don't know if the mayor's clear yet.
Mm-hmm.
I've still got to vet him, see if
And
how deep the corruption runs.
Yeah, and then you see the Mountain Guard. It's like, do you have a place where I could rest for a bit and we can discuss these matters further? And he nods, and he basically has a couple of the town guard do that. And you see him obviously very stressed out because this is kind of bad.
Yeah. Okay. So, obviously, the spirits of the forest have been a lot more active recently. Interesting. Okay. Well, as soon as I will patiently wait my turn until I can address the mayor as appropriate.
Yeah, a lot of the people kind of shuffle out after seeing that, or like, we're just gonna,
Go drink.
go drink. Yeah.
About when I show up, I guess.
Yeah, about when you show up, a lot of people are shuffling out.
Hello, brother.
So,
I would say that.
So what's going on?
Apparently, there's dragons in the north.
Dragons.
Yes, and people are setting fire to their forests in order to get the dragon to go away.
Oh, well.
Also, apparently, someone's been missing all the messages because the messengers have been gone missing.
It's probably a good thing we took care of those bandits then.
Yeah, here's hoping. But,
As I am internally worried about other tribes that may have been in said forest.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, shoot, do you want to join me for this meeting of...
I
Me
don't.
potentially getting a new job?
I don't think you're going to be granted an audience today, judging by literally everyone else left. And I think the secretary is giving us a weird look for still being here.
Yeah, the secretary is. And the secretary's like, "Do you want anything? Is it
Yes.
that important?"
I don't think it's quite that important. I think we should go.
Okay.
I mean, after we're out of the building, I'm like, you can always just squat there for the night if you're that worried about it.
Yeah. I mean, what are they going to do? Kick me out for being the one who's burying bodies?
Well, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be burying any bodies tonight.
At most, it would be like something for squatting.
Yeah, it'd be like, what are you doing here? I'm keeping an eye on the place. Get out!
Yeah, it'd be like, get out. By the way, you said like all your characters have like you've written your name on the weapon, right?
Yeah, I would scratch my initials in.
Where is it, by the way?
Which depends on where. Usually on the pommel or on the up on the guard. I usually do it on the underside that's close to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
When you get rid of a weapon and get a new one, do you like grind it off?
Nope.
No, it's just there.
It's always there.
Not like I'm saying, like you sell a weapon. Do you?
Yeah, no, I'll sell it with my initials on it.
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
Anything you two would like to do?
Do we want to go out and see if we can find any more bandits?
Sure, I need to get shots to some exercise anyways.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll head back out to the outskirts of town.
I'm carrying a small Rottweiler puppy.
All right. You pass by the noble as he's going about shopping.
Aw.
Evening.
Hello.
And where might you two be going? A daring adventure?
Gonna go visit one of the farmers.
Oh, I heard about that terrible business.
Yeah, I want
Shame.
to check up on the kid. And, he was drunk. Want to make sure, he's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like you know someone, doesn't it?
Yeah. But, I mean, you don't always. Hey, there's always a side of people you don't.
Insight check?
Yes. No, I know exactly what he's doing.
I'm making an insight check.
I mean, yeah, you think you know a person,
yeah, well, obviously that wasn't directed at me, so I have no clue what that was about.
Everyone wears their masks.
Was that 14 you were insight?
That 14 was insight. You think it was probably about the fact that he was talking to Cedric, you saw him talking to Cedric, and he saw you outside the room that one time?
Yeah, but see, I was pretending to be drunk, so I have to pretend I don't know what he's talking about.
Dante, you could be talking about something else entirely.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the I think you know about what you know about what you think I know about what I think you know type of deal going on right now.
I know that you know, but I'm wrong.
But what do you know?
So there's that kind of awkward silence when he was expecting a different reaction and it didn't pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a string of bad luck, considering, when outsiders just show up.
Who, me?
He's saying that just like in general. He's looking at you. So the implication.
Yeah. And me, of course, because I'm obviously not from around here.
Well, that's why outsiders strive so much to be a positive influence on their areas. So hopefully, people will be a little bit more accepting of who they are and where they come from.
Shame that might be a bit late for poor Philip, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Can't fix everything, especially when this the Cedric, poor man, was very distraught about the loss of his wife.
You know how people get when they're old.
Oh, yes, I do.
Kind of
Sonny.
He kind of just like nonchalantly, he's like, yeah, and starts heading back to the inn.
I feel like I missed something in that exchange.
Yeah, so let me tell you a few things about this guy. Okay, so I did tell you about the interaction between him and Cedric, right?
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the fact that I recognize him from before that?
You probably, I don't know, did you? Because
I don't think you did.
Because
I didn't.
You never explicitly did, but you did that thing where it's like, and I tell you what happened.
Yes, and I tell you what happened. Yeah, so I will explain that, I know this guy.
I saw him once in a church.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't actually belong in those clothes.
Oh, that's where he's going with that whole thing. Okay.
Yeah, you recognized him from a church of the daughter goddess Tila.
Yeah.
You were probably there to carry out your duties. Because I don't know why else you would be in a temple doing.
Probably. But it seems to me more and more that followers of the daughter or signs are pointing towards followers of the daughter for all this constant chaos and loss of life recently.
Yeah, that doesn't. It doesn't sound like they really know what she's about if they're causing loss of life.
Yeah. Well, we'll end the connections. And I don't think did I tell you about? I told you about what I experienced with the wisp bloom.
The tea, if you wanted to, you did. I think you did.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
And then I will explain the whole connection of the 4 flowers that she made too. Like, I think this is legit.
Yeah, I think maybe this group of people are taking what she did and twisting it backwards.
Yes. Add that with missing bodies and people being very adamant about with Cedric, seeing dead people or seeing that time. We're probably looking at a very significant cult.
What were the other 3 flowers?
Good question.
You can roll. Yeah, you can roll me a religion check.
Well, I do not know.
I think I only got that because I critted it. We don't know.
Yeah. You can't recall that. You can probably go to the other areas and ask, but at this moment you do not recall.
Oh, and you mentioned the boy from the farm. Maybe we should ranch or whatever. Maybe we should check on him before we go. Make sure he's doing okay.
We'll let them know that they shouldn't be losing any more pigs either.
Well, I mean, they shouldn't be.
With missing animals, too, we could also be looking at sacrifice going on. Keep that on the list.
I just assumed... Yeah, I would assume they were eating them, but sacrifice makes sense, too.
Cool. All right, so we'll head back to the foreman's.
I assume nothing's going on. We just check on him to make sure he hasn't done anything else stupid, really.
You get there, he isn't there. His wife Abigail tells you they kind of basically put him in the drunk tank. Equivalent.
Well, it's a shame that he was so upset because, Philip was a pretty decent guy. It's sad to see him go, but he can't blame other people for.
Yeah.
I get the feeling this is something he does a lot.
He normally doesn't.
Hmm.
He went out drinking, he talked to someone, he got riled up.
Hmm.
And this is the younger brothers? Or
Uh,
brother of the
this
three?
is his wife
But
currently
yeah,
talking to you.
yeah,
Mhm.
but it was the younger brother. Yeah.
Okay. Well, to try to put her at ease, I'll let her know that hopefully they shouldn't be losing any more of their stock.
That's
Their
good to hear. I want my
um,
little one, as she rocks her baby, to grow up, you know,
Well,
with
yes.
some things.
That being said, though, you might want to be on the lookout for bandits. Unfortunately, we've
yeah.
seen some in the area.
Thank you.
Look out. Yeah, look out for bandits, and I'll tell them like the direction of the field like that they've been coming from.
She nods and thanks you.
Yeah. Though the group we think took the pig, we have dealt with.
She nods and thanks you once more.
And
Cool.
and we move on.
Yep, we'll move out back to the forest.
All right, you can make me a survival check if you'd like.
Oh boy. Uh, let's see. I believe we're doing this together, so advantage. 13.
There hasn't been any sign of people being in it currently, at least in the direction you first went. Do you want to loop around?
Hmm. I mean,
Might as well.
might as well. We don't have any leads really, other than, well, I tell you about the spiderweb cloak guy, but no facial description or anything, so it's kind of hard to.
Wait, spiderweb cloak guy?
Yeah, I was investigating around town before I met up with you at the mayor's office.
Right.
And apparently he was talking to Cedric a while ago, like a long while ago, and he seemed to kind of get over his wife's death for a little bit, like
Okay.
less weeping and that sort of thing. But he definitely didn't get over it.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, it's a pattern described kind of like that tattoo you have.
Yes. I'm thinking about making it into a handbag.
Hmm. Yeah, you better do something with it. It's starting to smell.
Well, actually, so I took it because I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll get it as a tattoo just to mess with people.
Oh, I was thinking you were going to take it to the tannery and just get it hardened so it's not smelling.
I think that would require a little deception on your part, by the way.
Or you could
You
just
know what? I'm willing to give it a try.
or you could just collect your pee in a barrel and then leave it in the barrel for a week.
I can do that too.
Now, did you want to keep looking throughout the day and return to the city at all, or did you want to stay out?
I think we'll. I mean, unless you have other ideas for finding leads.
I'm good with
Yeah, if I can't think of anything, which I can't, I'd just keep looking around.
Yeah.
I might go back into town and investigate some more, but yeah, I don't know.
All right.
If I have a
What do you-
way to send word home, I probably would. Just like news about the forest up north. I don't know.
I don't really think there'd be a way for you
Yeah.
because they don't really have like a mail you can send a messenger to.
Yeah,
So
that's
what you're
what I was
saying
kind of
is-
thinking.
There's a need for the post office to arrive.
Well,
In my
his is
tribe in
that-
the middle of the forest. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Fair.
Though, if we needed that, you would know what you were doing.
True.
All right. As you're searching, Josh, since you are leading it, could you roll me a d12?
Bandits. Oh.
Dragon.
As you eventually have to loop north, as you see remnants of a couple other camps along the way, and you go more and more towards the direction of the Mossmore border, you encounter a woman and her large goose.
Who? This is someone we haven't met yet.
This is someone you haven't met.
Okay.
She looks very agitated.
When you say large goose, how large we talking?
His shit's bricks.
If you were a dwarf or like basically the equivalent of a halfling in this world, you could probably write it.
Oh yes. That's not a goose. That's a devil.
I know halfling. Is that close enough to a halfling to write it?
No.
Darn it.
It appears to be hers because it's following her. And she's grumbling to herself.
Okay. Hail. How goes it?
Terrible. She just looks at you and grumbles more to herself.
Anything we can help with?
She looks at you, like looks you over.
I'm holding a Rottweiler puppy under one arm.
She just shakes her head. The goose gives you an apologetic look.
What do you feed that goose?
Can I make some sort of check to see if that's a regular goose or if something else is going on here?
Well, it's not normal.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, if it's
apologize.
unnatural.
You can investigate the goose.
Okay. Is it investigation, though? I mean, okay.
Well, you're trying
It's
to
just
see
a
if
goose.
there's something... Well, the thing is, it's not normal. Like, they normally don't get that big. But you're trying to see if there's something unnatural about it. So you're, like, observing it and seeing if there's, like,
Nah, I don't know
fire.
geese. I'm from a forest.
Yeah.
That's not a goose. That's a horse.
It's a feathered horse.
No. What have you been feeding her? Grain?
He generally has grain, nuts, berries, some of my cookies, as she glares at it.
Damn.
For a second, you can almost swear the goose shrugs. And tea.
What kind of tea?
What kind of tea? She, like, looks at it questioningly for a second. Think he likes green, jasmine, sometimes rosemary.
Oh, so just... Okay. Sorry, I was thinking you said
What
tea.
kind
And
of tea were you... What's wrong with tea?
Oh, well, nothing if it's, regular tea.
She, like, quirks an eyebrow.
Well, we had a run-in with someone who had special tea, if you know what I mean.
Well punned. Sorry.
That was not on purpose.
All anyone ever does
What?
is get high as hell off of it.
Yeah.
She's saying.
Oh, she was talking about the wisp balloon.
Well,
Yeah.
she's just assuming that the person took drug tea from how you're saying it.
Yeah, it was
So
some
she's
sort
like-
of, yeah.
Yeah, so she's like, of all the plants in the world, everyone just keeps using them to get high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, apparently I need to become a vegan. I will say out loud.
She gives you a glare.
Yeah, your goose seems very intelligent.
astounding.
Sometimes I feel that he's too intelligent. She, like, gives the goose a glare.
Does it glare back?
It just kind of nonchalantly honks.
Yeah, it's not a regular goose. That is not.
Yeah,
that was a
it's
regular.
horse.
If that was
You
a
think
regular
it's a
goose.
horse.
No, I can tell it's a goose. I just don't know what's different about it.
It's an emu.
Well, I assume you have somewhere to be, so we'll let you be on your way.
No, I'm just looking.
Well,
Guess I was wrong, though.
What were you looking for?
She just kind of shrugs. Something.
Or some one. Perhaps.
Yeah, what I'm looking for, kid, I don't think you've probably seen it.
It's not a wisp bloom, is it? Gosh darn it.
what? Did you say mist again?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Wisp bloom.
Well, ever since I've arrived, it's the only plant anyone's ever been talking about.
Wait. Is that what they were taking?
Yeah.
What?
I
All
don't
the
know.
gods above. Why?
I don't know. Well, I mean, apparently whatever it's for, it works.
What do you mean?
I
just,
had some thrown in my face, and I experienced a time out of time.
I believe he means he saw into someone's past.
Or a ghost.
Yeah, she looks at you, and it isn't like the look of, like, you're a crazy person, or I'm still upset. She's suddenly kind of really serious.
Am I going to die?
Do you know who made it?
No, but I have suspicions.
And she, like, kind of does, like, the little hand wave, like, and...
Oh, you wouldn't happen to know anything about any potential up-and-coming alchemists, would you, in the area?
He says, as alchemist obviously has air quotes around it.
Yes.
Yeah. Most of them aren't worth their salt. But if what you're telling me is true, one of them figured something out.
Very. And has been supplying a recently departed gravedigger with.
She just sighs. And then just shakes her head. Well, I wish you good luck then. Too old for this type of thing.
How old
By
does
the
she
way,
look?
she looks 20.
Yeah.
She's a witch.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what I want to say. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the daughter didn't mean for that plant to be used this way.
She gives you a look that basically, like, when you accidentally offend someone and you weren't trying, and they're trying not to scream and yell at you really hard, that's the look.
Why? Is it because I said...
It's a combination of, like, hurt, anger, there's some regret in there, and then she just turns and starts walking away.
Oh.
That may have just confirmed my suspicion. And I think it's not what I said so much as the truth of what I said, probably.
Yeah.
The goose
Or
starts
we got it all
falling.
wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe the daughter is, like, maybe she's the dark sheep.
I somehow doubt that.
I totally doubt it.
Well, the thing is, there isn't really a clear answer on that. From what to add into your earlier religion check, it isn't necessarily clear what happened to Tila. Some things say that she vanished. Some things say she died.
Some things say she just walked away from us.
Yeah, basically something happened to her, and then, according to legend, the rest of the gods basically just GTFO'd.
Oh.
According to followers of Tila, it's because they couldn't bear what happened to her and so left out of sorrow.
I have two suspicions. One of them is the person, one of them's the goose.
You can both make me a religion check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if I do better on this one. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm going to say this is because you're actually a follower of this religion, unlike Alex's character, who isn't, and basically been in the right place at the right time.
Somehow.
But amongst your people, in particular, the elves being much longer lived than normal, so there's some in other races stuff, but it's more vague. But when the gods left the world, they also took with them basically other of their children that they had made. Basically, these beings would be the equivalent of kind of like the wizards from Tolkien. Basically, powerful spirits working
demigods.
under the god. Yeah, demigods. In one elvish tale, there's a tale of one that was left behind. In some versions, because it did a great crime. In some version, it was merely something forgotten.
Okay.
In some versions, it decided to stay.
Aw, it's Eowyn.
Do I know the name?
It's never clear on the name of the thing.
Okay. Is there a title or just...
Generally, their title is associated with whom they serve, and the legends were never clear about who this one did serve.
Okay. So it's a vassal of some sort. It's a minor name in connection to the bigger... Okay.
Okay.
And as you're having this realization, as the
like a giant-ass goose?
The lady and the goose are leaving, for a split second, Erican, that's how you pronounce your name, right? I pronounced it wrong. Erquine. For a split second, and only for you, as you have this realization in your head, you see the goose turn at you and move one of its feathers up to its lips, like in the shushing motion, and just motions that to you.
Like, don't say anything. You're in on it now. So with that, I don't say anything.
These nat 20s, though.
Right? Shoot, I don't think I've seen this many nat 20s in a single session ever.
I know. It's crazy.
Flashbacks to that session where everyone was rolling triumphs. Why?
Oh god.
Well,
yeah.
Well, one of them. No, this was
That was the one I missed.
Yeah, it was the one you weren't in. But it doesn't help that somebody literally could roll to add a triumph to the next roll.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm looking daggers straight at you, Michael.
Hey, technically speaking, there's one thing I still haven't seen, and that was one thing that happened. This is why I said there's only one horse that was worthy of the 400 gold price.
Oh,
yeah,
because, you mentioned that horse.
Yeah, Murder Horse, as it got nicknamed.
Murder Horse.
Yeah,
it was the animal companion of, I think it was like my brother or someone else, and it was a horse, and it consistently, with a +1, hit more often than the entire party. I rolled better playing as that horse than I have ever rolled in D&D. It rolled so good, in fact, that with a +1, it rolled a 22 on a 20-sided dice.
Right.
It rolled a natural 21 on a 20-sided dice.
It wasn't something messing up for that, though? That
we couldn't get it to do that again. That was the one time.
Yeah.
So it's the one time it glitched, obviously, but it's fun joking about the fact that Murder Horse was the greatest horse because it can roll 21s on a 20-sided dice. But anyway.
Well, I think I'm starting to hit the wall of focus for me.
Okay. We can always end it on we met a demigod. Or two. Yeah. I'm not really sure on that point.
There's one thing. Here's the thing. After that, would your characters plan on heading back, or?
I'd like to think so.
Okay.
Yeah, head back.
So you head back, you get to town, you get to the inn. I'd assume you'd rest for the night.
Of course. Yeah. Well, I would mention it seems like we were going up into the other what? Mossmore. Mossmore. We were heading up into Mossmore on that trail.
Okay.
So they're not locals.
How early do both your characters get up, by the way?
I get up just before the butt crack of dawn.
All right.
As always.
And you, Alex?
Whenever I roll out of bed.
Okay. So how soon would your character, Josh, head down to the bar?
Pretty quick, probably.
All right.
I like a grog to wake me up. How much is a grog? Is it 5 silver?
Well, and this is what we're going to end on because I'm terrible like this.
Okay. So as I go to order my grog...
As you go to order your grog and look up, you see the frozen face of, like, kind of terror on Dale, who is very much dead and has a dagger in his chest that on the pommel has someone's initials on it.
Well, that's not good.
Now wait. I picked that up.
You did.
I didn't sell it, so someone stole from me?
They either stole from you or they made a dagger that had that on the pommel.
Smart.
Let's just fade to black there before I make decisions. I'll make decisions next time.
Yeah. And as you look at that, you notice that it fades to black. Hope you all had fun.
Well played.
You're killing everyone off.
Yes. It's because we're not catching him fast enough.
Hey. We're getting our nat 20s in the wrong places, okay?
We totally are.
To be honest, I got an at 1 on that goose, so I'm like, this is a weird goose. And then I got an at 20, and I realized, hey, that's a demigod goose.
Alright, I'm gonna pass out.
Alright. Good night.
Later.
Bye.
Hmm?